What's up, everybody? Hope you're having an amazing day today. I am Peter Cole, and the Bethesda E3 2018 showcase just finished, and my freaking goodness, what a mind-blowing conference. Now, let me get this out of the way first. I think almost every game that was shown is great. First 3/4 of the conference, pretty awkward, not super strong. Some of the people that came out were weird. There were like weird mistakes happening, awkward pauses. Sometimes they would like say a sentence and then expect everyone to clap, and then say a sentence and expect everyone to clap. It's pretty awkward. I did watch the whole thing and stream it, so you can go look at all my reactions live for the conference. I'll link to that here in the video. But anyway, it was really crazy because once it got going with Todd Howard, that's obviously what we all came there for. But I'll run through really quick the other stuff they announced. Before that, Rage 2 was already announced. It looks great. They showed gameplay. Looks awesome. Super excited for that. Elder Scrolls Legends is coming to all, basically, it's going to be on everything at the end of the year. They're doing a lot of updates for it. If you play it on phone or PC right now, it transfers over to if you want to play on a Nintendo Switch later or whatever. Elder Scrolls Online showed some Somerset and showed that they're going to go back to Black Marsh eventually in the later part of this year. Doom Eternal, the sequel, I think, to Doom, but they can't do Doom 2 because there's already a Doom 2. Again, more Doom, looks cool, didn't really get too much into it. They talked about DLC for Prey. Free update right now with multiple new modes. Then they're going to have a Moon Crash mode, which is like an infinitely replayable, procedurally generated mode where you have to basically get off the moon. It's different every time you play. Looks really interesting. They're also adding a VR mode to Prey. Then they also announced Wolfenstein Youngblood, like Old Blood. They had that DLC expansion. It was a little standalone expansion for the original Wolfenstein. Now they have Youngblood, which is you're playing as BJ's two twin daughters, and it looks freaking awesome. So super excited about that. There's a free week of Quake Champions right now, and if you download it right now from the 10th to the 17th, I think they said, you will have it free for the rest of the time. You won't have to purchase it. Then they also announced there's a Prey VR mode with the new Typhon Hunter mode in Prey, where you'll be able to, it's one guy and there's 5 people who can be Typhons, which means they can mimic, or they can be mimics, sorry. There's 5 people who can mimic things and they can become objects, and you have to find those. There's going to be that in VR. And there's also going to be a single player mode that's Prey VR, and then they also have Wolfenstein Cyberpilot VR, which is going to be you're taking over the Wolfenstein's mechs and technology and killing all the Nazis with them. They did a really hilarious Skyrim Alexa thing. I was like, which Skyrim thing are we going to next? And it was like him playing on Alexa and everything, and it was really funny. But then the bombs dropped. Todd Howard came on. He was really funny. He's a really cool guy like he is. Fallout 76, we got a ton of news, so let's jump into what they have here. The game is all online. You can play it in single player, but you got to be online to play it. At least I'm assuming that's what all online means. He didn't say you gotta be online, but I'm assuming you have to be online for it. He said that there's not going to be hundreds of players. There's going to be dozens because it's a post-apocalypse. Like he said, it's not an amusement park. I really liked that. So there will be quite a few players in your game, but it won't be a ton. Like what I talked about in the Microsoft showcase, the game is 4 times larger than the Fallout 4. It's the prequel to all of the games, and you come out 20 years after the bombs fell. You are the first people to come out into the wasteland ever after the bombs fall. It's set in West Virginia. All your progression, no matter where you're going or what you're doing in the game, carries over. Jumping into someone else's game, being in your world, whatever it is, all your progression carries over. There's 6 main areas that are all very different. We'll take you different stuff. They showed a city, they showed a boggy area, and then like a deserty area. You can jump in with friends anytime, or you can play the entire thing in single player. You can build anywhere instead of like in Fallout, how you only have like the sanctuaries. You can build anywhere in the world. You can move that stuff around. Then they start talking about some interesting stuff here. One of them was a nuclear missile site, where if you find these nuclear missiles and you get all the codes for them, which you'll need multiple different people to collect the codes, then you can literally nuclear bomb somewhere on the map, and the effects of a nuclear bomb happen. Everything gets destroyed. All the plant life dies. You can go there and there's like new animals, new enemies, and you can go there and loot special stuff you can only get through the nuke. I think that's really cool. There's a beta coming. They didn't tell us when the beta is coming. There's a freaking collector's edition with a power armor helmet that is wearable, that has a working light on the top, that has a voice modulator over it, and you can wear it. I'm so excited for that. I'm getting that as the second that I can get it. And then there's a glow-in-the-dark map with it. That looks freaking amazing as well. And the game is releasing November 14th, 2018. So we are getting Fallout 76 end of this year in November. I'm super excited about that. But that wasn't enough, of course. Then they talk about Fallout Shelter. It's coming to Switch. It's coming to PS4 tonight. So if you're watching this, you can probably go download Fallout Shelter on your Switch or your PS4 if you haven't already. Then they announced something that blew my socks off because I wasn't expecting it at all. I can't believe I just used that phrase. And that is Elder Scrolls Blades. Now, they started up with it on mobile because it's meant to be a mobile game first, it looks like. So I was really surprised because this game looks amazing. It says a full open world RPG. There's a town building part to it, but it's not town building like when you think of like Clash of Clans or whatever. You actually have a town that's 3D that you walk through and you build it up and more people come and then they give you quests and everything to go on. You can visit other people's, but it's also a big open world. You can go in dungeons. There's overworld area. So it is an Elder Scrolls game at the core. They said it's an open world RPG, it's going to be free, and it's coming out this fall, and it's not only going to be on mobile, which I thought it was going to be. They said they're going to bring it to everything, all the way to high-end VR on PC. And then they said that you'll be able to play cross-platform with anyone anywhere. So like he said, if you're at a meeting and you're using your phone, then you could be playing that, and someone at their house could be playing with you in Fallout VR on their super high-end PC. So this game looks really awesome. I'm excited that we're getting both a Fallout and an Elder Scrolls. I know they're not traditional. They're pretty different than what we've seen from either of the franchises. Actually, they're very different. Well, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm really excited to see both of them. I think they're both going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to play Fallout 76 on the channel, and then I can't wait to carry around an Elder Scrolls game in my pocket. That's so incredible. I'll be interested to see if you can transfer between accounts. So like if I'm playing it on my phone, will I one day be able to carry it on my Switch, or will I be able to put it on my PC and still be where I am, or am I going to have to start over again? We'll see. I'm really excited either way because Elder Scrolls is Elder Scrolls and it's a new Elder Scrolls. I'm so excited for that. You can pre-order tonight. I don't exactly get the whole pre-order thing. If it's free, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I guess we'll figure it out, or maybe they have a paid version that I just don't know about at this point. And then if you go to playblades.com and sign up, they said you can get it early. If you're watching this and you've gotten this far, go to playblades.com and sign up early because there's no reason not to do that. I thought they were done at this point. I was like, okay, they've announced a Fallout game, they've announced an Elder Scrolls game, you know, it's going to be great. I'm so excited, both these games coming out this year. Then Todd Howard's like, we're going to do something different. We're going to show what we're working on after these games. And I was like, what? No, you're not. You're not going to do this. And he's like, all right, this is our next game. It's a next generation game, which means that it's not coming until the Xbox 2 and the PS5. So I'm assuming 2020, 2021. So this little teaser trailer comes up. It's some space music, like I was saying during the thing. I was like, oh, this is definitely space music. You start to see an outline of a planet, and then the sun comes down and shines. And as it does that, it goes down. I'm like, this looks like a Star Wars thing, like the beginning of a Star Wars movie, because it totally did. And then you see like a space station, and it gets like warped into time. And then it says Starfield. That's their next game. It's a single player, massive game. They said they feel uniquely positioned to do it because it's some huge thing that they've never done before. It's 100% a unique IP for them. This is the first time, like he said, in 25 years that they've done their own IP. So I'm sure it's going to be bananas, and they're going to go off the wall with it. I can't even imagine how excited all the people at Bethesda are to be able to say, we finally get to do our own thing. Like, we get to make our own assets, we get to make our own world, we're not basing it off of someone else's thing, and that's so cool. And I think it's really awesome that they're going to be able to make their own thing for the first time that's completely different, completely unique, completely... They haven't done anything in space. I mean, we have Mothership Zeta and Fallout 3, but come on, that didn't count. This is going to be a space single-player RPG, and that's incredible. And then we were like, okay, we're done now, right? And then he's like, now we're going to show you the game after that. And this is, okay, of course, Elder Scrolls 6, right? Of course it was Elder Scrolls 6. So Elder Scrolls 6 pops up, it slowly pans in. It's a beautiful world. It looked like a High Rock to me because it was like all these big rocky crags, and like there were some trees and stuff, but then there was like a rock fortress. And so I'm assuming that it is going to be High Rock, but then it flashed Elder Scrolls 6. Didn't tell us any more information, obviously. These were super teases. I'm assuming Elder Scrolls 6 is 2022, 2023. So we are a long way away from that. So don't expect Elder Scrolls 6 anytime soon. But I think we could see Starfield in the next 2 years, and then maybe 2 years after that, see Elder Scrolls 6, which I'm fine with because, I mean, I love Elder Scrolls, but I'm sure Starfield is going to be absolutely incredible. As a conference, It's so hard to say because like I'd give the last part from Todd Howard onward a 10 out of 10. Amazing humor, super fun, really enjoyable, announcement after announcement, just bam, bam, bam. Everything was exciting, blew my mind. So I would give that a 10 out of 10. Everything before that, like a 6 out of 10. The games were great, but the conference was weird. So like I've matched those together, 8.5 out of 10, I guess, for this conference. It's a little bit under I guess as a conference, it's definitely under Microsoft because it was cringy for multiple parts at the beginning. I might give it like a 7.5 then. And my Microsoft one is a 9. This will be a 7.5. Amazing ending and like amazing last quarter, but that first part, I was cringing and it was pretty awkward a couple times. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What did you like the conference? What were your favorite parts? Are you as excited as I am for Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Blades, Starfield, and Elder Scrolls 6? I can't believe I'm saying all those words. It's so incredible. Let me know what you're most excited down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. And don't forget that I'll be streaming all of the conferences tomorrow except Square Enix, but I will be doing a watch over and then I'll post that like I did with the EA conference. And then on Tuesday, we'll also be streaming the Nintendo conference. I'll keep uploading reviews of all of them and do some breakout videos. I'll do recaps of my favorite things and also tell you who I think won E3. So I'll see all you guys tomorrow for all the streams that we've got there. We have Square Enix tomorrow, Ubisoft, PC Gaming Show, and Sony. So it's going to be a big day. Square Enix, I don't think has ever done an E3 presentation, so we'll get to see their stuff. They're got to be bringing a lot because they have their own press conference. And then obviously Sony's going to kick butt, and Ubisoft usually has a pretty good one too. I'm going to watch the PC Gaming Show just because I like some of the stuff that comes on there, and they've announced some pretty interesting hardware there too, so we'll watch that. I know it's not as interesting to everyone, but anyway, I'm going to let this video go. It wasn't as good as the Microsoft conference. It was way, way better than EA, though. EA is still down in like the 3 out of 10 range. That was an absolutely atrocious conference, maybe even lower than 3 out of 10. But yeah, I'm really excited about all the games coming out. I'm going to be playing Elder Scrolls Blade and Fallout 76 on the channel 100% no matter what. And I can't wait to see what else comes from Bethesda. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. And let's continue creating the greatest gaming community in the world.